I would slap his face.
You would slap his face? Now, he says it's one of the happiest days in his life today.
Yeah. Why doesn't he come and see us? It's the worst day of my life.
No, it's not the end of the world. These girls are crying because they found out their idol Michael Jackson married his nurse barely an hour after stepping off stage last night.
It's over. Everything's over. And if it is over, my life is over.
I mean, but the way Michael goes there, it's quite possible that he could be available in a few months' time. This marriage could be over like the last one.
Why should she have a baby? Why should I wait to see? Yeah. I want to know now.
Would you like to have Michael's baby?
No.
We haven't seen the wedding snaps. Can't tell you what the bride wore. We don't even know if the groom wore his black mask and gloves. But it's the wedding the whole world's talking about.
But no, he decides that after performing in Sydney, he'll go back to the hotel and get married on the 27th floor or wherever it is. I mean, what a weird thing.
All we know is that Jacko met his new bride, Debbie Rowe, 15 years ago in his plastic surgeon's office. She's 6 months pregnant, and he's denied reports they used artificial insemination, or that he paid her over $500,000 to carry his baby.
Yeah, but the cynics say that everything is calculated. I mean, I think it's actually, it seems to make sense.
Perhaps there's not much left that Michael Jackson can do to surprise us. It just seems as though he wants to be seen as a regular guy. But it was that first marriage to Lisa Marie Presley when the cracks in his image began to appear. People suggesting that it was just a cover-up for those allegations of child molestation. But whatever the smear, whatever the innuendo, his fans keep coming back for more. Are you a die-hard Michael fan?
Yeah, I love Michael. I've taken 2 weeks off work to follow him around while he's here. And I was booked to go on a cruise with my family to Fiji, but then when I found out he was coming, I cancelled to stay here and see him.
Loretta Tolnay, for one, wasn't worried about Jacko's sudden nuptials. She was still coming down from the clouds after Jacko invited her to join him on stage last night in front of 40,000 screaming fans.
He danced with me, he knelt at my feet, and we embraced, and he was very warm, and he told me...
How do you feel about the fact that you were probably the last woman to kiss him?
I know!
Before he got married?
No, I'm like the stripper from the Bucks party. I don't know, no, I was the last one. I feel very lucky, very privileged.
Jackson's marriage, a year after his, dare we say, weird coupling to Lisa Marie Presley collapsed, is par for the course. After all, they call him the King of Kink, the man who owns a private amusement park and zoo, who has a pet llama and chimpanzee, who's had more facelifts than Zsa Zsa Gabor, and who allegedly sleeps in an oxygen tent. For cynics, Jacko's a joke.
And it's just become a kind of bizarre Barnum and Bailey freak show. It's the kind of thing that you would see at the Royal Easter Show 50 years ago, you know, the man eating fish or the mermaid or something like that. He does not connect with us as human beings.
But others point out it's Jacko's weirdness that makes him so special.
Not everybody arrives in a country wearing a black surgical mask and a black hat. I mean, you know, there is something about that that's really alluring. It is pure show business. I think we've always been drawn to the people who are larger than life.
Since 1969, Jackson has rarely been out of the public eye. His album Thriller has sold nearly 50 million copies. But 3 years ago, his career seemed to be on the rocks after allegations of child abuse and painkiller addiction. But the weird one has managed to survive these scandals, and his admirers claim he's now at his peak.
Whoa, it's like a theme park ride. Let's go. I'm into this. You know, so for those two and a quarter hours, it was just a great experience.
Open the door.
Few would doubt that Michael Jackson is one of the world's most gifted and exciting talents. The question remains whether or not his bizarre behaviour is one huge publicity stunt.
In 1986, Michael Jackson was the most successful musician probably the world had ever seen. In 1996, he's just simply a freak show.
The man stands out. You've got to give him that.
For now, I'll make a vow to just keep it in the closet.